Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Have you noticed the amount of Hindu Rakshaks, Hindu protector of Hinduism that has sprung up in the last 10 years? Politicians, actor turned politicians, all of them Hindu Rakshak. You know, all of a sudden, I am kind of starting to feel that Hinduism possibly is the most fragile religion. That it needs so many protectors. My question tonight is, does Hinduism need protection? And who exactly is deceiving Hinduism? That's the question. Let's get right into the show. You see, I am a Hindu. I'm a devoid Hindu. But does this information make any difference to my viewers? Actually, it doesn't. Do I earn subscribers because I am Hindu? No. Do I lose subscribers because I am Hindu? No. So this information has no relevance to my viewers. The reason I say this, that is, I am a Hindu, is because, you see, today's subject is regarding my faith. So therefore, I am telling you, I am a Hindu and I am a devoid Hindu. And as a Hindu, I see every second day there is somebody standing up, some film star, some actor turned politician, some politician stand up and tell me that they are there to protect me. I see every second day politicians come and tell me, unite together. I don't know against who. Because around me, I see no enemies. But I am asked to unite together. And recently, I have noticed a few people who claim to be Hindu Rakshak, who claim to be the protector of Hinduism. But I believe that these are the very people who are deceiving Hinduism. I am going to give you a few examples. Now, the names that I am going to talk about, the personalities that I am going to talk about are examples. There are many like them. But let us take a couple of examples. You see, there is a bigoted leader called Humayun Kabir who works for the Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, who made a statement where he said that you are 30%, that is people, Hindus, you are 30%, but we are 70%. If you think you can demolish mosque and Muslims will sit back and relax, you are wrong. I will leave politics if I don't drown these people in Bhagirathi. This was a bigoted criminal called Humayun Kabir, one leader in West Bengal, who made this statement. I think this is a criminal statement. He was threatening to kill people. Okay. I always, even then, when this happened, I had an editorial. I was wondering, why is Mamata Banerjee not taking any action against this man? Why is Mamata Banerjee not putting this man behind bars? Because he's threatening people. I was surprised. But then, you know what? I stopped getting surprised. I stopped even believing that Mamata Banerjee would ever take steps that will harm her politically, that would harm her votes. I stopped believing in Mamata Banerjee. This is a fact. Now let me go further. This is not my story. You see, there is another gentleman called Mithun Chakraborty. Now, Mithun Chakraborty, I will give you a background about this gentleman. This man used to once upon a time say that he was an Naxalite. He was a hardcore trade union leader. He was a hardcore communist. He would propagate communism in his earlier days. And a communist means atheist, absolute atheist. This was Mithun Chakraborty. Mithun Chakraborty happened in Hindi movies. He became a big star in Hindi movies. When he became a big star in Hindi movies, he never bothered to check whether he was acting for a Muslim producer, a Hindu producer, whether his tickets were bought by a Hindu or a Muslim or a Sikh. He never bothered. He acted for the people and he acted for everybody. And he has played characters. He has played Muslim characters also. So, Mithun Chakraborty. Now, like most of the actors, as he aged, he started becoming irrelevant in Bollywood. And parallelly, his political ambitions also rose, and from hardcore communist, he jumped to directly the biggest opposition to communism. He jumped to the biggest opposition to communism, that is Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal. He jumped from communism to Trinamool Congress. The man who would praise communism, Lal Salam, jumped and said, now Mamata Banerjee is the best. What a leader. What a leader. Okay. So from atheism, communism to Mamata Banerjee. Jump 1. Mamata Banerjee gave him Rajya Sabha. Made him an MP. He attended 3 days. He attended Parliament for 3 days as an MP. Gave him an MP. He was in Rajya Sabha as a TMC MP, and then he had some cases against him. He was directly or indirectly involved in Sharda scam. There was ED inquiry against him, allegedly involved. So there was ED inquiry against him. His son, incidentally, was allegedly involved in some rape case. So the fact remains that he had problems with law. Now, as always, and as usually that what we see in modern India, this man who was an atheist communist who jumped to the direct opposition, that is Trinamool Congress, jumped again to the opposition, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. So an atheist communist went to right-wing Bharatiya Janata Party, which is a Hindutva party. This was this gentleman's jump. All this is fine. Now, this 74-year-old gentleman, he makes a statement. He says, this was basically referring to this Humayun Kabir fellow. He says, a leader says that there are 70% Muslims and 30% Hindus, and he will cut and throw them in Bhagirathi. I thought Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee should have said something. She didn't. So now I am saying, I will chop them up and bury them in ground. This is the words of a 74-year-old former superstar. You know what saddens me? What saddens me is crores and crores of people follow him. And till such time that he said that Mamata Banerjee didn't do anything, I can accept that. But the fact is, he responding to a threat with a threat. That too with his kind of popularity. Who knows this fellow Humayun, whatever, Kabir? Who knew him? But Mithun Chakraborty is somebody who is known from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Imagine he standing in a stage and threatening like this. Do you think, my question 1 to you is, do you think, had he been as relevant, say as an Amitabh Bachchan today? Amitabh Bachchan is still super relevant in Bollywood. Had this man been relevant as Amitabh Bachchan today, do you think he would have made this kind of statement? Do you think he would have still said that, I will chop them off, cut them off and ground them, put them, bury them and all that? Would he have made the statement? He wouldn't have made the statement. You know why he wouldn't have made the statement? He wouldn't have made the statement is because his next film would have been flopped. That is why he wouldn't have made the statement. You know why currently he is making the statement? Because this statement helps him politically. So why is he using Hinduism? Why is he playing the protector role of Hinduism? Is it to help Hinduism or is it to help him politically? Think about it. My question number 1. My question number 2. A person who was an atheist, communist, jumped to Trinamool Congress, jumped to Bharatiya Janata Party, and an atheist today vouches as a Hindutvavadi. Tell me, what guarantee you have that he tomorrow will not jump to another party and go against being a Hindu? As a Hindu, I need to know that. As a Hindu, why do I trust him? Earlier on, he was not a Hindu, he was an atheist, he was a communist. Now he is a Hindu. How do I know tomorrow he will ditch Hinduism and go somewhere else and say that he may harm us? How do I know? How do I take people like him as my protector? My question number 3. Is he not using Hinduism purely as a tool to win him elections? Is he not using my religion, which I said I am a devoid follower of? Is he not using my religion just to get an opportunity, just for his benefit? Is he not doing it? And am I not being fooled by such people who say that, no, I am going to protect Hinduism? A person who till yesterday was protecting communism, today is protecting Hinduism. Am I supposed to believe this person? This is my question number 3. And finally, do you think he's being fair to his country? A person of his caliber. You see, Mithun Chakraborty, all said and done, is a big man. He's a popular man. Do you think we can run our country by propagating an eye for an eye? He said, I will chop you. I said, I will bury you. He said, I will cut you. He said, I will stab you. Do you think we can run our country like that? Do you think we want to run our country like that? Do you think our country will have a future by running like this? Don't you think that a 74-year-old superstar knows that this is wrong? 2 wrongs do not make a right. Doesn't he know this? And yet he is saying it. For what reason? For votes. Which means, if I say that he is putting the country at stake, our peace at stake, our unity in diversity at stake for votes, will I be wrong? This is my first point. There is another gentleman called Himanta Biswa Sarma. You see, Himanta Biswa Sarma is a very shrewd politician. He entered into the assembly, the Assam assembly, in 2001. 23 years he has been into the political circuit. Very, very prominent, very popular politician. Till 2014, he was a hardcore Congress worker, which means bulk of his life, he was a congressman. When I say he is a congressman, I believe that he was propagating secularism, because that is what Congress propagated. So he was a secular person. Acha, I am not saying this. He only has said this. I will read one of the statements which he had made long back, where he said that in a poll rally in Tezpur, Sarma called Mr. Modi a terrorist and said blood of Muslim flows through the water pipes of Gujarat. Blood of Muslims flows through the water pipes of Gujarat. This is what this so-called secular man had said when he was in Congress. 2014, there was some alleged scam against him. BJP made it big and he jumped from Congress to Bharatiya Janata Party. So a man who said that the Prime Minister of India, the current Prime Minister of India, was a terrorist and Gujarat had the blood of Muslims flowing through their pipes, that same man today says that I will take sides. He's saying, I will take sides of the Hindus. I will take sides. What can you do? Will not let Mia Muslim take over Assam. You, Mia Muslim, will take the entire lower Assam. We will not let you all to take over Assam. No, never. He is talking to the Muslims. Assam, in 2041, Assam will become a Muslim majority state. It is reality and nobody can stop it. This is the fear he is trying to create in people. He claims Mia Muslim means people who have come from Bangladesh. That is what he claims Mia Muslim means. Acha, now tell me, from 2001 to 2014, when these Mia Muslims were coming into the state, Assam state, he was in the ministry, no? He was in the assembly, na? What did he do to stop it? Or are you telling me he didn't realize ये सब हो रहा है? All of a sudden, only in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, he realized, oops, Mia Muslims are coming in. When his government was ruling, he never realized that Mia Muslims were coming into Assam. So the fact is, has the situation changed or has his ideology changed? Has the situation changed or is he creating a situation that can help him win votes? Win votes of the Hindus, become the champion of Hindus. Again, like I said about the earlier gentleman, Mr. Mithun Chakraborty, is he trying to be my protector? My protector from whom? From 19, by 19, from the age immemorial, this has been a Hindu land and it continues to be a Hindu land. If this gentleman tells me by 2041 the state will become a Muslim majority state, then there is something wrong that this government must be doing. My question again, is he doing this so that he can get political mileage out of it? Or is he doing it for Hinduism? And if he is doing it because he can get political mileage, what if he jumps back to Congress tomorrow if Congress comes to power? What tune will he be singing then? Will he be still talking on behalf of Hindus? As a Hindu, I want to know this. Why should I believe he will still talk on behalf of Hindus? Because in 2012, he didn't speak on behalf of me. 2024, he is speaking on behalf of me. So how do I know 2029 he will speak on behalf of me? How do I know that? What guarantee? Why can't he change? If you change once, you change twice, you will change, rise. Why can't you change? The last person I want to talk about is this gentleman called Pawan Kalyan. Again, an actor turned politician. You know, somebody who would go out of his way to preach secularism. You know, he would say things like one should not shout Jai Bhavani in Kadapa Dargah, chant Jai Sri Ram in Medak Church, or pray Hail Jesus in Tirumala Venkateshwara temple. I condemn such attempt to encroach into the space of other faith. You see, he had to say this, because he was an actor. Because, you know, people have to watch, no? It is not that you can just make movies for Shah Rukh Khan just doesn't make movies for Muslims. Salman Khan just doesn't make movies for Muslims. Neither does Hrithik Roshan make movies for Hindus. Movies are made for everybody. Everybody comes and watches. There are huge Shah Rukh Khan fans amongst Hindus and there are huge Hrithik Roshan fans amongst Muslims. Huge. Because they're artists. They're supposed to be everybody's. So, at that point in time, he was very clear. In fact, he has gone out and made statements like he is against religion in politics. It was his statement in 2021. It was his statement. The point is, all of a sudden, after the Laddu row, he says, no, Baap re, Sanatan Dharma needs protection. I will read out a statement to you. We are all deeply disturbed with the findings of animal fat. Many questions need to be answered by the TDD board constituted by YCP government then. He said, maybe the time has come to constitute a Sanatan Dharma Rakshana board, a national level, to look into the issues related to temple in entire Bharat. The man who just said you should not do this in temple, you should not do this in church, you should not do this in the mosque and all that. He says, oh, Baap re, everything very wrong. We should put, even this is, I think, after that Laddu row of Andhra Pradesh. His government is the government. He is part of the government. He is the deputy chief minister. And this particular Ladduro happened in his government when he was in the chair as Deputy Chief Minister. He says, my God, he says, well, we should have a protection board, National Protection Board for Sanatan Dharma. My state, Maharashtra, has no problem. We are very secure. I don't think there is any danger in my state, in Maharashtra, on any Sanatan temple. I don't think there is any problem. I don't know about him. But he wants to set up a National Rakshana Board. Who is he talking for? Why is he talking this? Till yesterday, till 2021, he was singing a different tone. He didn't want religion to be mixed with politics. And all of a sudden, he is now the protector of Hinduism? What will happen if things changed, political atmosphere changed in 2024 or 2025 or 2026 or 2027? If the political atmosphere changed, who knows who does he support? How do you know he will support Hinduism? And I am asking this as a Hindu. How do I know he will support me? He will support Hinduism. So the point that I am trying to make is, you see, beware of people who uses Hinduism as a ladder to climb their political ambition. We should be aware of them. Their ideologies has changed so many times and so drastically. From black to white, from white to black. Drastically. And we are expected to actually, in fact, they expect us to actually believe what they say. To actually believe that they are there, they will give their whatever up to ensure that Hinduism is protected, my religion is protected. That is the question I wanted to ask tonight. I hope I have made my point clear. Do write in your comments. Let me know what you think about this. Until I see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.